Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you might be listening to this. My name is Sutton Def, and you are listening to Sutton Reactions. This is episode 26, and we got a jam packed episode today. So happy Friday to you, Oregon, whenever you might be listening to this. But we got some stuff to get into, so let's go ahead and do that. Welcome to Sutton Reactions. Yes, yes, yes. So, like I said, welcome in, welcome all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you might be listening to this. My name is Sutton Def, and you're listening to episode 26 of Sutton Reactions. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully, everybody's doing well out there. We are live, of course, as always. If you are here in the live chat, please, please, please be sure to let us know. Sound off in the live. We've got a lot to get into today. Jam-packed episode, per usual. Some fun stuff, some funny stuff, some messy stuff. You guys know the whole nine yards. So make sure you like the video, get that out of the way. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And also, if you do happen to be tuning in from the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel, salute to you. Shout out to you, Rain Gang. Just make sure you go ahead and click the link in the description. That'll bring you over to the Sutton Reactions YouTube channel, where you can go ahead and click on the stream from that channel, and you'll be able to join our live interactive chat. And everybody here, all these beautiful faces over here to my left over here. So let's see who's here in the chat already. Let me see. We got Taurus in here. What's going on, Taurus? Let's see. We got Herb. What's going on, Herb? Stretch says good morning. Top of the morning to you, brother. Ashley says good morning. Top of the morning to you, Ashley. King Blaze says what's up, Sutton? What's going on, King Blaze? SV Cam is in the house as well. What's going on, SV Cam? Appreciate you for coming through. Top of the morning to everybody. It's the weekend. We made it, guys. We made it. Let me know if you guys have any fun plans for the weekend in the chat. I know it's probably still pretty snowy out there. I know a lot of you guys are on the East Coast. Me, I'm in Central. So no snow out here and barely even cold for the most part. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do this weekend. I'll probably end up just chilling. There's some UFC fights on tomorrow night. I'll probably check those out. UFC 325. And then there's no football. There's no football this weekend. Everybody's just kind of waiting around, waiting to see the Super Bowl next week. Uh, Seahawks and Patriots. I've been trying to like rack my brain of all the possibilities of how that game can turn out, and all signs for me point towards the Seahawks whooping the Patriots' ass in the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to make a video about it later on PRP, probably a little short video or something like that, explaining my take on it. But in short, Drake May and the Patriots have really gotten here uh, off of a pillow-like schedule, right? And you can say, "Oh, well, Sutton, they made the Super Bowl." I mean, as long as you make the Super Bowl, it really doesn't matter. You play the teams that are in front of you. That is very true. It's very true. But I look at the couple of playoff games that Drake May participated in against the Chargers, against the Texans, against the Denver Broncos, right? He has fumbled 6 times. Now, given those are three good defenses for sure, but he's had a little fumbleitis, right? And I think when you're going up against a team who has probably arguably the best defense in the NFL under the tutelage of Mike McDonald, it's not going to be any different. Drake May is still going to struggle. He's been struggling all playoffs. The only difference is now he's coming up against a team who is really, really hitting their stride offensively as well. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think it really has to do with the play calling. I tip my cap to Clint Kubiak in that regard because to get not JSN, but Sam Darnold to be performing like this. And you can say what you want about Sam Darnold, but I think he's kind of proven that he belongs at least like in the conversation with some of the better quarterbacks in the league. I mean, just objectively, right? Think what you want. If you want to be subjective about it, if the seeing ghost things really still scares you, I can understand that. But he's proven, you know, year after year that he is game. And he's getting the ball to JSN and all those other guys out there. Rashid Shaheed is stepping up and playing really well now. I just think that Seattle's going to be a little bit too much for New England, especially again New England with the quarterback that has been struggling this postseason. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold is playing some of the best football of his life. Just me though. Who else we got in the chat here? Let me see. ISO, what's going on, ISO? Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you, Kenny. I see you, Kenny Will, in the chat. Let me see. Tila's in the house. What's going on, Tila? Who else we got? All right, yeah. Keep sounding off. And again, if you're watching on PRP, make sure you come over here and watch on the Sutton Reactions YouTube channel so you can join the live interactive chat. Okay. Let me see. What do we got? Let's go ahead and get into some reactions now, shall we? Let's not waste any more time. Let's do it. Okay. And yes, as a reminder, down below, you can see if you're watching on PRP, click the link in the description to come over here and watch on Sutton Reactions. And make sure you subscribe as well. Definitely would appreciate that. Let me see. Okay. What are we going to start with? What do we want to start with here? I want to start with before we get to the liminal horror, right? Before we get there, how about we start with something a little bit different, a little change of pace today. I came across this video of a guy ranking his top 5 fast food restaurants. As Modia says, he's cooking lunch right now. So if you're hungry, I need you to rack your brain, as Modia is, for if at any point you ate fast food in your life, what are some of your favorite spots? And everybody, I really want to know this. I'm very intrigued by you guys' answers. If you can just give me a top 3 or a top 5, that would be great. But this guy was ranking his top 5, and I want you guys to react to that too. Let's take a look.
Top 5 fast food restaurants of all time. The comments are about to get heated on this video. We'll start with honorable mention. First one, we're going Whataburger. Now, the only reason this would make top 5 is because not everywhere. Not everybody can access, but Whataburger is gas. Second.
Now, really quick, I'm going to pause it right there. Whataburger is not on the East Coast, like anywhere that I've seen. Now, down here in Texas, it's everywhere. And Texans absolutely love Whataburger. Me personally, not a fan. I'm a really big burger guy, and Whataburger really just gives like a gourmet Burger King, if you ask me. And it's just not worth the price. It's too pricey as well. So I don't know if you guys have ever had Whataburger before, but it's mid. It's mid. Mid as hell.
Second honorable mention, we're going Sonic. And Sonic's ice creams, my goodness gracious. Kicking off the top 5, we're going Cane's here. Listen here. That cane sauce with that chicken is one of the best combos in fast food history, okay?
Absolutely not. Cane's is probably the most not underrated, overrated fast food restaurant of all time. You talk about the most unseasoned and undercooked chicken on the market, and they're just advertising this cane sauce. I mean, this cane sauce is mayonnaise based, like most sauces are. So basically, you're just eating chicken and mayonnaise with a little spice added to the sauce. Come on, bro. It's disgusting. If you eat Cane's, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm praying for you.
Number 4, and it's controversial here, we're going Taco Bell. Now, I'm not the biggest Taco Bell fan. I think the food makes me feel huge. But when I go, I do like it, and my friends are in love with Taco Bell.
Okay, so see, I know a lot of y'all now are going to start to agree. I know some of y'all rock with Taco Bell. I know that for a fact. But let me tell you something. The grade of meat in Taco Bell's beef is a grade lower than dog food. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. Taco Bell is absolutely disgusting. And if you frequent Taco Bell, again, again, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Number three, also controversial. We're going McDonald's here. Now listen, some people think McDonald's should be one or two. Others think it shouldn't be anywhere near the top 10. I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle because the food is so bad for you. It's horrible. But the fries, fellas. If you get some good chicken nuggets, oh my goodness, and the sweet and sour sauce, I'm gonna tear up talking about it. Number two.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you here. I'm not mad at McDonald's being number three. I'm not mad at McDonald's at three. Do I eat McDonald's? No. But just like anybody else, did I grow up on McDonald's? Absolutely. Was McDonald's always like the good value meal? Absolutely. Is McDonald's nostalgic? Absolutely. And if we're talking about top five fast food ever, McDonald's had some eras, right? McDonald's had some moments in time where, they was hitting. You guys remember the chicken selects back in the day? This might have been like the early 2000s where it was like actual like chicken tenders, like the tender from the chicken as well. Like it was really really good. It was really really good. They take the tenderloin from the chicken. Hey, say what you want about McDonald's. Again, I don't eat it today in the Big 26. I don't. But just for like, I guess you could say historical purposes, right? It's just an OG. It's just an OG, right? So I'm not mad at McDonald's at three. Let's keep it moving.
Two, Chipotle. My goodness gracious.
All right. Now, Chipotle is a totally different story. Totally different story. Chipotle was revolutionary. I'll say that. Which is why I'm not mad at it at number two, but I might switch out Chipotle for McDonald's, right? I might put Chipotle at three, McDonald's at two. And I'm not just going off of like pure taste here. I mean, I'm going off of like everything. Like, did they ever have like a really, really big moment? Like, did they ever have like a special menu item or things like that? And you could argue that with like Taco Bell, definitely not Cane's, but you could argue that with Taco Bell. But again, Taco Bell is absolute dog shit. Again, grade lower than dog food. So that's disqualified automatically in my book. But Chipotle was revolutionary, being able to walk into a restaurant and get fresh ingredients tossed into this bowl or burrito of your choosing. You get fresh chicken or steak or whatever, revolutionary to say the least. I can't lie to you. But Chipotle's quality has drastically declined over the last, I'd say, 26, probably last decade. Yeah. In the last decade, quality's been trash. Ashley says Qdoba is better. I've actually never tried Qdoba before. I've heard that, but I've never tried it myself. As Modi says, I don't like Chipotle. Always fucks my stomach up. Tila says they stingy. They are. And they be pressed. They be pressed to let the people down the line know that you got double chicken, right? That little one extra scoop. And don't order it online. Don't order Chipotle online because they really going to skimp you then. They got no integrity at Chipotle. Again, I'd probably put Chipotle at three. I'll put Chipotle at three. And another reason I'd put McDonald's at two is because even though I don't eat it nowadays, I do realize that if you are locked in with Mickey D's, basically meaning like if you have their app and you like, buy stuff and, get rewards and stuff like that, it actually ends up being pretty, useful because you get a lot of free shit apparently. But I don't have the app, so I wouldn't know. But let's see what number one is. It better be Chick-fil-A. It has to be Chick-fil-A, right?
First of all, if you're working Chipotle, Give me more food. Put some more meat in there before I crash out. But Chipotle is gas. It's a little expensive. A little on the pricey side, okay? Number one, me personally, I think it's a blowout. Huge blowout. We're going Chick-fil-A here. Fellas, they're
Yep.
closed one
Got
day of the
to.
week. It's a
Got
lot of
to.
days during the year, and they're still killing the competition. The customer service puts it number one by far. The consistency in their fries and chicken. The mascot is beautiful. The cow asking to eat more chicken. The logo is beautiful. Everything about Chick-fil-A is just greatness. Listen, if you don't agree with this list, you need to reevaluate yourself, okay? And also, y'all let me know in the comments, what are the top 5 lists y'all want to see?
Yeah. I mean, I think again, by default, you have to give Chick-fil-A the W there. I mean, again, when you're closed one day out of the week and you're still just blowing the competition out of the water sales wise, that says something about your product. Now, I think that Chick-fil-A in the last 2 to 3 years has kind of fallen off a bit, right? And I don't know what you can necessarily attribute that to, but for what, about 20 years, they had like a 20-year run where like it was just you wanted some quality fast food. Like Chick-fil-A has always been where quality meets convenience, right? You can go there, pick something up real quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know it's not going to be slop, right? You can bite into. I talked about McDonald's. You can bite into a random McDonald's chicken nugget, and you'll like taste fat, like legitimate fat, and that's disgusting. But Chick-fil-A would never do you like that. They would never do you like that. Chicken's fresh, cooking in that peanut oil, and and the fries are gas too. The fries are gas too. Let me see. ISO says I want to try In and Out Burger. Glaucoma says In and Out is better than Chick-fil-A. In and Out is okay to me. I've had it. I had it like maybe a couple of months ago. Was the last time, and I would say In and Out is better than Whataburger. It's better than your average like Burger King or standard fast food burger joint. But it's still a step below probably like a Five Guys, and some other places too. You know, so In and Out, I'm kind of out on them. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. In and Out goaded? Nah, definitely not goaded. Definitely not goaded. Tora says top 5 for me is gonna be In and Out, Freddy's Burgers and Custard, Steak and Shake, Jollibee, or Chop Shop. There's a Jollibee near my house, and I've heard about them having some good fried chicken. I kind of want to try it, but I've always been kind of weary about fast food fried chicken. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like if it's not home cooked, I'm always weary about it. Now Popeyes, I don't know. Sometimes I just have like a little craving for Popeyes. I don't know what it is. It's not all the time, not all the time, right? But like it's something about Popeyes chicken that every now and then, maybe like a couple times a year, maybe, right? It might hit. It might hit. It might hit. But I've never had Steak and Shake or Freddy's Burgers and Custard. See what else y'all saying in here. In and Out fries too salty. Yeah, I mean, from what I remember, they were okay. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Let me see. As Modia says here in the chat, says the thing about burgers, I prefer my own. I blend my own steak and make Korean barbecue / blackened styles. Oh, that sounds phenomenal, Asmodeus. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might gotta send me a little recipe. Hey, hit me up. Hit me up, Asmodeus. You might gotta send me a little recipe. I'm not even lying on that one. Because I love me a good burger too, and I love cooking my own as well. Just got a grill for Christmas. I've been cooking a lot of burgers lately and definitely trying to perfect it. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm just saying. But let me see. Zeke says Sutton was good and everyone. I'm late. Actually, you're not late, man. You're right on time. You're right on time. We switched it up this morning. We switched it up today. This is actually the first video that we're reacting to. We haven't gotten to any liminal horror yet or any other videos. We just wanted to do, or I just wanted to do a top 5 fast food little segment here. Break the ice a little bit, kind of give you guys a little change of pace. Let me see. ISO says Modius put me on. Where to play that is Modius says Herb. Exactly. Yeah, you might have to disseminate that recipe. You might have to do that for us. Not gonna lie to you. JD, what's going on? JD says Panda Express is better than everything except Popeyes. Oh, see, JD. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. That ain't it. That ain't it. Panda Express is okay. Let me say this about Panda Express. I would be lying to you. I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all that I did not used to eat and enjoy Panda Express's food. Specifically and only really was the orange chicken. Orange chicken with rice. Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, look. Had me in a little chokehold from probably about the years of what 2019 to 2020, 2021, maybe. Had me in a little chokehold, not gonna lie to you. But one day I was eating orange chicken. I just realized I was like, you know what? This shit ass for real. And I was just like, I'm not eating the rest of this. And I threw out the rest. So I don't know. Haven't had it since. Haven't had it since. And that was sometime maybe a couple years ago. Probably a couple years ago. Says I won't tolerate any Panda Express slander. Oh, sorry. Sorry. And don't bring no Panda Express around Asmodeus. Don't bring no Panda Express around Asmodeus. He ain't going for it. He ain't going for it. But let me see. Mike says, "What's going on, Mike? Top of the morning to you." Says Panda Express was my first job. LOL, I can tell you exactly what not to eat. Probably that orange chicken, right? I didn't try like the teriyaki or, whatever else they had up in there. It was just every time, you know what I want. Feel me? Load it up. So my lunch breaks. My lunch breaks. All right, all right, all right. Say y'all bugging if you don't like Panda Express. Come on, dog. We gotta Asmodeus, you gotta bless us with some recipes, man. You gotta bless us with some recipes. uh all right, all right. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Let's go ahead and get into some lemonade horror, as Tilo would call it. Let's get into some lemonade horror, shall we? Let me see. So first, let's just recap yesterday for your boy. Yesterday, I believe Void won yesterday. Void, I don't think Void is in the chat yet. But again, shout out to Void for getting the W yesterday. And your boy started off really strong, right? Started off really strong. Started off 3-0. And then all my luck had ran out and I ended up 3-3. So I went 500. I didn't go above 500. You guys know that's my goal. Day before yesterday, I went above 500. Right? I went 3-2 day before yesterday. So today I'm looking to go. I'm looking to get at least 4 Ws. I don't know about y'all. A lot of y'all stunk it up yesterday. Some of y'all in the chat right now. You know who you are, right? So y'all got to bounce back today. We got some fun ones today. Let me see. Got some red door, blue doors. It looks like. Let me see. And we also have a bonus. We also have a bonus too. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's see. Let's see. Kwame says, "What do I think about rallies?" I've actually never had rallies. Is that the same thing as checkers? I believe it is like a similar, if not the same thing. I've had checkers before. Checkers is also mid, just a bag of grease. Not really a big fan. Not really a big fan. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Tila says, "How you know they're fun, Sutton?" Well, here's the truth, guys. So like I said, I go on TikTok late at night and I scroll through TikTok and now my algorithm knows that these are the only things that I want to see. So I'll go through and I'll keep scrolling through and I'll find ones that have like the most likes and the most comments. I know those would get a lot of engagement because it's probably a good scenario. So before even watching it, I just straight download it to my phone. And this is, again, guys, this is at like 2 in the morning. I'm like scouting these videos out and I'll just automatically download them to my phone. I upload them here You guys don't know how much work I go through just to not spoil it for myself, to keep it genuine and fun for everybody. So if you believe me, great. If you don't, is what it is. Hopefully, you know me better by now. Tila says, okay, all right. Think what you want. If y'all don't want me to play, I don't have to play. Feel me? I could just sit back. I could drink my little coffee right here, and y'all could just play. But again, don't you think if I knew the answers to all the to the test, why wouldn't I be scoring 100? Right? I normally am like really bad at these, and you guys know that. So believe what you want. Believe what you want. Let me see. Let me see. Oh man. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First challenge, guys. First challenge, guys. And by the way, one more thing too. I forgot to tell you guys. Whenever I get a W, guess what? The hat's coming on, baby. The cowboy hat's coming on whenever I get a W. All right. All right. So, all right, let's get ready for this. Let's get ready for this. All right, first one. Here we go.
Choose a door. The door you choose will determine your faith for the next 48 hours.
All right, 48 hours. Red or blue? Where are we going? Red or blue? Where are we going with it? Sound off in the chat. Sound off in the chat. Let us know. Also, if you're watching the replay of this episode, be truthful with all your answers and put them down below in the comments and let us know your actual record, right? Because somebody in the comments might win. I can't really count it because I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, but I still want to see it. I still want to see it. So comment down below. Comment down below. All right, all right, all right. Let me see. All right. So let's go. I see red, red, blue, 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 red, blue. Oh, it's kind of even. It's looking mad even. You know what? I'm gonna go with the. I want to start off strong. Y'all know my reverse psychology theory. Y'all know my reverse psychology theory. They put the monster where you actually should go. But on this one, I'm gonna go reverse psychology, and I'm gonna say red. I'm gonna say red. All right, here we go. Here we go. Red door for me. Blue door for a lot of y'all. Let's see.
The next 48 hours. Door number 1, the ocean pool. You're standing in the center of a massive swimming pool, surrounded by an endless ocean. There's only one chair, one pack of food, nothing else.
Whoa.
The water looks calm, but you can't stay in it for too long. Something lives below the surface, a massive shape, circling, watching. Sleep is barely possible.
Bruh.
You rest on the edge of the pool, afraid to fall in. You must survive for the next 48 hours.
So I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. That's already feeling like a L. That's already looking like a L. You're in a pool in the ocean where some of the water is overflowing into the pool. It feels like the pool. Oh my God. You can't get into the water because there's something swimming underneath you. Yeah, that's probably an L for me. But blue door, let's see what y'all got. Let's see what y'all got, blue door.
Door number 2, the Cloud 9. You step into a vast open space, made entirely of clouds. There are no walls, no ground, only endless white drifting beneath your feet. Food is simple here. White cotton candy, sweet.
Wait, you gonna live off cotton candy for 2 days?
A bed made of clouds forms beside you, soft enough to rest on.
Damn,
you are not alone. Eyes with angel wings float silently above you. They do not speak. They do not approach.
Oh.
They only watch.
Oh.
There is no danger here. Enjoy
Bruh.
your stay for the next 48 hours.
Literally heaven. So heaven, right? Hey, man. Team Blue. Team Blue, y'all got that one. I can't lie. Y'all got that one. Clap it up for Team Blue, y'all. If you want to know, put it in the chat. If you want to know, put it in the chat. I'm 0-1 right now. No cowboy hat yet. It's okay, though. It's okay, though. Darius, what's good? It's okay, though. I'm going to bounce back. Here we go. Let me see. Kenny 1-0. King Blaze 0-1. You guys hear Ace? Let me see. JD 0-1. Tila 0-1. Herb 0-1. See Darius 1-0. Taurus 1-0. All right. Starting off strong. Some of y'all. Zeke 1-0. All right, let's get to the second one. Ace 1-0. All right, let's see. Number two. Here we go.
Choose a door. Your choice will determine the next 5 days of your life.
Your choice will determine the next 5 days of your life. I'm going to go with the red door. I'm going to go with the red door on this one. I'm going red. Calling my shot now. I'm going with the red door. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Yeah. Let's see. What y'all saying in here? Let me see. King Blaze says red. Kogan says blue. Kwame says blue. Stretch says blue. Kenny says blue. Taurus says red. ISO says blue. Ashley says red. King Blaze says red squad. Let's go. 86 Ghosts is red squad. Let's go. Asmodeus, Herb, JD, all red squad. Let's rock. Let's rock out. We got this one. I got a good feeling about this one. Mike says blue. Zeke says blue. Glaucoma says blue. Tila says red. Okay. Let's do it. Darius says blue. Nah, I'm going red on this one. Herb. Let's get it. KP says blue. KP says, I just know I'm cooked. What color won first round? Blue won first round. I'm going red on this one, though. Here we go.
You can't undo your decision.
Got a good feeling.
Welcome to the abandoned ward, a hospital lost in the 1940s. Everything here is old, dirty, and decaying. The air smells of rust, medicine, and forgotten patients. There is no exit. This hospital has no end. You are trapped inside. You are not alone. The shapeshifters live in these halls. They are tall, thin creatures with disturbing faces and unnaturally long arms. They will be watching you everywhere. They can become any object and even appear as nurses to trick you. Don't fall for it. Food can be found in the hospital kitchen, but the moment you try to take something, they appear. More shapeshifters surround you, watching, waiting, getting closer. They will not leave you alone. You will probably not survive the 5 days. Good luck.
Bruh, hold on. So obviously, that is a, bro. Hold on, chat. That might have been the most terrifying scenario we have ever seen playing this liminal horror game. And we've done a lot of these, as y'all know. I ain't never seen something as scary as that shit that we just saw. I ain't never seen no scary shit like that before. Your boy is 0-2. And I had a good feeling about that one too. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, Blue Door, what y'all got?
Welcome to the Cloud Realm. You arrived in a floating paradise. Each floating island is a peaceful settlement, drifting endlessly through the sky. The Etheri live here. They are fluffy beings with large wings, allowing them to travel swiftly from cloud to cloud. They are very friendly. Pure peace surrounds this world. There are no dangerous creatures here. You are completely safe. The Cloud Islands hold a unique...
Don't you just love how these videos like make you use your imagination sometimes? That's what I love about these, personally.
nature, unlike anything on Earth. Floating forests, glowing plants, and skies that never end. Food is never a problem. The clouds grow strange, delicious fruits, and crystal clear water that feels like it heals your soul. Some Etheri are giants. They can carry you between islands, and every journey is calm and comforting.
Drop it if you 2-0 in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody 2-0. Clap it up. If you pick Blue Door, if you pick the Blue Door, clap it up for yourself. I'm 0-2. Your boy is 0-2. I'm dying to bring out the cowboy hat, y'all. I'm dying to bring it out. But your boy is 0-2. Unfortunately. Damn. See in the chat, what's y'all record? 86 Go says, at this point, I'm going to try to go winless. Not taking you to the casino. Ghost. Let me see who I'm taking to the casino today. Stretch 52. Come on, man. Get your chips ready. We hitting the roulette table. Modi is 1-1. 86 Go says 0-3. This one was 2 losses. We got Holy Water and all. Big W. King Blaze 0-2. Damn. King Blaze, you right there with me, bro. You got to step it up. We got to step it up. Goose Egg and 2. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, Tila. KP 1-0. Kwame 1-1. All right. It's bounce back time. Like Tori said, it's bounce back time. Let's get it. I'm 0-2. I'm thinking of going on a run. I think it's time to go on a run. Let's see. Number three.
Choose a door. The door you chose will determine your new life.
Oh, now that's crazy. The door you choose will determine your new life. Like literally your new life. Like we're not staying here for 5 days, not for 48 hours. This is your new life. So who gonna be living better? We living better behind red door, or are we living better behind the blue door? I'm gonna go with the blue door on this one. Red door has done me no favors. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know the reverse psychology. You feel me? The clown is pointing at the red door. So it's like I'm tempted to pick red. But I'm going to go blue this time. I have to switch it up. I got to abandon the run. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, though. Where we going, y'all? Let's see. Bounce back. Stretch says red. JD says blue. Asmodia says red. KP, blue. Herb says blue. Zeke says red. Kenny says red. Tila says red. Kwame says, I'm sticking with the blue door. I'm sticking with you on this one, Kwame. 86 Ghost says red again. King Blaze says red squad. Glaucoma says blue. Tila M says, I'm a glutton for punishment. Torres says blue. Kogan red. Okay. All right. Mike says red. All right. A lot of us, we don't want to go 0-3. Those of y'all who 0-2, you know who I'm talking to. We can't go 0-3. We got to bounce back here. I'm going blue door on this one, though. Just so we know. I'm going blue door. But let's see who's living better.
You can't undo your decision. The Eternal Paradise. Welcome to 1980s Miami. Neon lights, palm trees, and endless nights under glowing skies.
I know you fucking lying.
Walk along Ocean Drive, where music, lights, and people never seem to sleep. The beach is alive with colorful sunsets, ocean waves, and warm tropical air. Free drinks and fresh food wait for you at the beach bars, day and night, forever. Join legendary Miami parties under neon lights, disco beats, and endless dancing. The arcades glow forever, filled with flashing
literally
pixels,
a vacation.
Sounds, and endless high scores. Can you break them all? Choose your dream car and cruise through neon-lit
and they
streets,
still going.
just like in the movies. Which car will you drive first?
Chat. I really don't know what to say. An 0-3 start. They literally sent you red motherfuckers on a vacation to Miami. To Miami. 80s Miami, too. I think they said. It ain't nothing but parties and beaches and quaaludes. Nothing but it. Oh my gosh, bro. There's no way I started off 0-3, chat. That's crazy. That is crazy. Your boy 0-3, man. Your boy 0-3. Let me see. Darius says 3-0. I don't know, man. Let me hold out some hope. Let's see what Blue Door got.
Forever a comrade. Good morning, comrade. Welcome to Mother Russia. Your new life begins now. Your apartment is cold, quiet, and controlled. Endless concrete towers surround you under gray skies. Here, individuality does not exist. Red flags cover the main square. Loudspeakers repeat the same slogans, and obedience is expected. People wait in silence. No one talks. No one smiles. The cold never leaves, and you are one of them. Factories run day and night. Smoke fills the sky while the same routine repeats forever. Food is limited. Long lines form for bread and canned food. Sometimes there is nothing left when it is your turn. Fences stretch into the distance. Watchtowers glow in the snow. Soldiers observe every movement. You can't escape. You are forever a comrade. And slowly, the memory of freedom.
You know, I'm offended that y'all would think that I'm cheating at this damn game. Because every time I get fucked over, like, bro, I really I don't understand. I don't know what to say, chat. Like, I just literally Russia in the middle of a war as opposed to 80s Miami. Oh my gosh. Coach, what up, coach? What up, coach? What up, coach? Can't start it over. We still got some left, coach. Don't worry. We still got some left. But we in too deep. We in too deep. I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3 on the day. We still got 3 left. We still got 3 left. See if you can go over 500. At this point, the best I can do is 500, and I know I ain't hitting the next 3 in a row. It's damn near impossible with this game. It's impossible. If you're 3-0, let me know. If you're 3-0, let me know. JD says, and you're black at that. In Russia, facts, bro. I can only imagine, dog. They will be on my ass. Literally. Pause. Asmodeus is 2-1. Sip to Tally says happy hour for me in 1.5 hours. Okay. Are you going live? If you're going live, I mean, I'm trying to I gotta hit the gym right after this, and then I'll be free. If you're doing a happy hour stream, I'd love to come by. I gotta pick me up some sip though. Gotta pick me up some drink. I don't got none right now. Let me see. 86 Ghosts is 1-2. Kwame is 1-2. Zeke 3-0. Okay. Zeke 3-0. Kenny 3-0. I see in the chat. Shout out to y'all, man. Big ups. Hey, Kenny been cooking this week. Just the day before yesterday, Kenny was like 5-0. He going crazy. Oh, coach said he going to a real happy hour. Okay. That's even better. King Blaze 1-2. Stretch is 3-0. Clap it up for Stretch. Shout out to you. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all really like some good luck charms. I need y'all to always be in the stream. Please don't miss a stream. Hit the notification bell. I need y'all good luck. All right, let's move on here. Coach just got in here. Let's see what Coach got. Let's move on. Let's move on. Number four.
Choose a door in 5 seconds. The door you choose will determine your fate in the next 48.
All right, next 48 hours. Where are we staying the next 48 hours? Red door, blue door? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I'm going to go blue door. I'm going to go blue door on this one. I'm going to go blue door. Because I feel like if I just keep flip-flopping back and forth, it's going to keep fucking me over. Excuse my language, y'all, but I'm pretty pissed about today's results so far. It's a Friday. You know, I came in here feeling good. I told you I was going to wear my cowboy hat. I haven't gotten my cowboy hat on yet because I haven't won anything. This shit ass, man, for real. It's ass. I'm going blue door. I'm going blue door, though. Let's see where y'all going. Let me see. Darius says blue. Mike says red. King Blaze says blue ain't for you. Maybe it's not. JD says blue. Coach says blue. Asmodia says red. Taurus says blue. Okay. Tila says blue. Kwame says blue. 86 Ghost says blue. Taurus says blue. Herb says blue. Okay. We got a lot of blue. We got a lot of blue squad here. King Blaze says red. Kogan says blue. Glaucoma says red as well. All right. I like it. We're gonna see. I'm rocking with blue here. I need to bounce back. I'm 0-3. I promise I will cry on stream if I go winless today. Probably not, but let's see.
Can't undo your decision.
48 hours.
The Forgotten Arcade. This place is known as the Forgotten Arcade. It was once...
All right, Red Door. Sometimes these arcades be scary. You feel me? Sometimes these arcades, they haven't shown no entity yet, but I'm just letting you know this might be a W, because sometimes these arcades do be scary. Y'all know that. We've seen a couple of these.
Once filled with laughter, music, and flashing lights.
Is that mold?
Now it is silent. The machines still run, but no one knows who turned them on.
Oh, yeah.
Food is almost impossible to find here. The only snack bar is full of mold and rot. Everything left behind is inedible. You are not alone here. The arcade stalker follows you wherever you go. It reacts to even the smallest sound. If it feels disturbed, it will attack.
Yes, sir.
Be quiet and careful.
That's
it
a
can
W.
climb walls and ceilings.
Oh, shit. I know y'all see that. Where my red team at? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Hey, blue door can't get much worse, any worse than that. I know that. I know that much for a fact. No way y'all gonna make me take this hat off.
And it is always watching you. The only way to survive is to fall asleep in the storage room, but reaching it is almost impossible. You must find a key first, and the key could be anywhere in the endless hallways. Good luck.
Yeah, Team Red, y'all cook. Blue, where we staying at? Where we going on vacation? Let me know something.
Elysium Maze. Okay. Welcome to the Elysium Maze. The bushes stretch endlessly, forming quiet green corridors under a calm sky. Fruits grow everywhere on the hedges, so food is never a problem. Small, goblin-like creatures live here. They are gentle and friendly, and they collect fruit for you, guiding you through the maze. They never speak, but they always seem to understand what you need. At the center of the maze, there is a beautiful wooden cabin, warm and safe. This is the place where you can rest and spend the rest of your time in peace.
Oh, yeah. Give it up for Team Blue, y'all. Give it up for Team Blue. Team Blue, we bounce. I mean, hey, look. If you're Team Blue and you started off bad like me, it's bounce back time. Let's get it. Drop your records in the chat. I'm 1-3. It's okay. I'm 1-3. It's okay, though. You feel me? I think Coach 1-0. I think that was his first one. He got a dub on his first try. Good job, Coach. I'm 1-3, but it's okay. And we rocking out with the cowboy hat. And we rocking out with the cowboy hat for that. Let me see. King Blaze 1 and 3. Red be letting me down. Yeah, man. You gotta. Hey, look. Hey, I don't know. I might start getting hot. Y'all know I got the other day. I got real hot. Let me see. Let me see. Darius 4 and 0 is crazy. Shout out to Darius. Shout out to Darius. Oh gosh, people at my front door. Sorry guys. Ace is going crazy. We're gonna take a quick little break here. Drop your records in the chat. Back in 30.
Seconds. The door you choose will determine your fate in the next 48 hours.
Okay.
Choose wise. You can't
All
undo
right.
your...
Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that, everybody. Had to take a little quick break there. Had some packages come to my front door, and Ace does not like that. Does not like that. So had to go get those, but we're back now. We're back now. Going to continue with our liminal horror challenge of the day. Your boy is 1 and 3, but just got his first W of the day. So, you know, big ups to me. You feel me? That's why I got this cowboy hat on right now. Let me see. What we talking about in the chat real quick? Bowling, I'm hit or miss. I hate bowling. I hate bowling, man. I mean, I'm just, it's just something about it, like as a social thing. And it's not just bowling. I don't like social outings where you guys take turns stepping up to the plate and doing something like bowling or like top golf, you know, stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of. Never been a big fan of. You know, I don't know. It just gets it gets boring and old to me after a little while. It does. It does. So Stretch says he's got a league play in bowling this weekend, Amp. So you must be nice with it. You must be nice. You must be nice with it. It's crazy. I love bowling. Hurts my wrist after. Yeah. Yeah. No good for me. No good for me. And y'all dealing with that snow. That's crazy. Can't relate. Not gonna lie, y'all. All right. Let's move along. Liminal Horror Challenge number 5. We got 2 more, y'all. We got 2 more, y'all. Some of y'all have the chance to go undefeated. Some of y'all might be winless. I'm not sure. Some of y'all might be winless. Let's see. Challenge number 5. What we got?
Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 40.
All right. Y'all know the drill. 48 hours on this one. Red door, blue door. What's our fate? Choose your fate for the next 48 hours. We going red door or we going blue door? I'm gonna let y'all get y'all answers in first. I'm gonna go. I'm not looking at the chat yet. Let me see. I feel like the hearts on the blue door are just doing a little bit too much. It's just, I think I'm what did I pick last time? I picked red. No, I picked I can't remember, but I won last time. I know that. I'm gonna pick red this time though. I'm gonna go with the red door on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go red. All right. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat here. Kwame says blue. Darius says blue. Mike says blue. Glaucoma says red. Zeke says red. Tila says blue again. Taurus says red. 86 Ghost says red. JD says blue. Herb says red. Coach says blue. Ismodius says red. Stretch says blue. Kenny says blue. Okay. Got you. I'm gonna go with the red door on this one. I see a couple of y'all rocking out with me. Ismodius in there rocking out with me. 86 Ghost rocking with me. Taurus rocking with me. All right. Let's get it. Glaucoma. Let's get it. And King Blaze. Let's get it. Red door. All right. What am I? 1 and 3. We trying to bounce back. Let's go on a run.
Door 1, the Pig Village. You wake up in a stone cottage surrounded by fields. Outside, humanoid pigs in suits walk the dirt roads, drinking milk and tending farms. They look human-sized, but their heads are full pig. If they see you, they'll invite you to dinner. Accept, and you'll eat stew made from the last visitor. Decline, and they'll follow you home. Every 6 hours, one will knock on your door holding a glass of milk. Do not drink it. You'll start to change. Your hands first, then your face. By hour 48, you'll be one of them. Door.
That the only thing that you have to eat is stew from the last victim. That's looking like a L. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna take off the hat yet because blue could be worse, but pigs, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I low-key want to spin it back one more time just to see. Let's see. Can I spin it back? There we go.
You wake up in a stone cottage surrounded by fields. Outside, humanoid pigs in suits walk the dirt road.
That is so freaking creepy, dog.
The dirt roads, drinking milk and tending farms. They look human-sized, but their heads are full pig. If they see you, they'll invite you to dinner. Accept, and you...
Yeah, and they're gonna see you, right? They're gonna see you because you have to walk around and try to find freaking food for yourself. And then they're gonna come up to you and be like, hey, come to dinner, we have food. And then the food is basically human stew.
You'll eat stew made from the last visitor. Decline, and they'll follow you home.
And if you don't eat it, they're going to follow you back home and kill you.
Follow you home. Every 6 hours, one will knock on your door holding a glass of milk. Do not drink it. You'll start to change. Your hands first, then your face.
Holy shit.
Face. By hour 48, you'll be one of them. Door 2, the pastel pools.
Right.
An endless indoor pool lit by soft pink and blue lights. The water glows, and it's always warm. In the center floats a girl with clown makeup and a frozen smile. She won't move unless you get in the water. She'll swim over and offer you a floaty. Take it. She'll guide you to a vending machine with snacks and water. As long as you stay in the pool, she'll protect you. You're safe here. Pick a door.
Bruh. Oh my God. Again, chat. I don't really know. I don't really know what's wrong with me, you know. But for some strange reason, I'm having a damn hard time picking the right door on these. And I just don't know if I'm having fun anymore. Sorry if you pick with me. If you bet with me, that's my bad. Maybe I should just stop playing and be the judge for y'all. That's what I'm thinking. I took the hat off. It's another L. Darius 5-0. Stretch 5-0. Shout out to y'all, man. That's not easy to do. Meanwhile, your boy is 1-4. I feel like the Ravens. I feel exactly like the Ravens. And if history was an indicator, then I'm probably gonna go 1-5. And guess what? We only got the bonus round left. Some of you can go 6-0, which is insane to me. But you know that bonus round is a motherfucker. It's really hard to win the bonus round. And y'all know what that is. Y'all know why it's hard to win the bonus round. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Coach, you 2-0. There's only one more round left, so you guaranteed to go over 500. If you hit the bonus round, then hey. And I think I said yesterday, I think the bonus round should count for 2 wins. So we're going to do that starting today. The bonus round is going to count for 2 wins. Okay? So if you win this one, you can add 2 W's to your record. So maybe, I mean, if I win this, I can go 3-4. I'll be below 500, but it'll still be some sort of consolation victory for me. Right? So before we do that, though, let me see what y'all saying in the chat here. Zeke says this is why I don't gamble. Bonus round. All right. Hey, coach said he's still pissed at 5 from yesterday. Oh, yeah, 5 sold out. You're 9, bro. 5 sold. You're 9 out. That was crazy. I remember that. All right, bonus round, y'all. If you win, it counts for 2 W's.
Hide and pray.
Y'all know, we hiring for Michael Myers. Michael Myers is on the prowl, y'all. You got to hide and pray. Let me see the numbers. Y'all see the numbers? Y'all see him? Go ahead, call your shots. Call your shots now. If you pick a winning number, it counts for 2 W's. It's the bonus round. Y'all. JD says play the Halloween theme music. I wish, but they would immediately strike me down for copyright if I did that. I actually did that on, I think, last week's episode, and YouTube flagged me for it. And I didn't even realize until later that it was playing that music. Let me see. Tila says this will make or break me. Torres says 5. Okay. Glaucoma says 8. Kenny says 5. Coach says 5. JD says 5. Okay, a lot of y'all picking 5. King Blaze says 6. Kwame says 3. Tila says 4. Asmodia says 5 too. 86 Ghost says 7. Herb says 2. Kwame says 3. Easy. Zeke says 6. I mean, hey, listen, man. That 5, I'm gonna be watching to see what happened with y'all number 5. Because a lot of y'all pick, I think at least 5 of y'all pick number 5. So I'm gonna be watching to see what happened with that one. I'm not gonna pick 5 just for that reason. I feel like y'all jinxing, y'all cursing 5 right now. I'm gonna go with, and I don't even know where it's gonna come in from. It's probably gonna come in from the bottom there, close to where 3 is at. And you know what? For that reason, I'm gonna go with 3. I feel like well, then he goes back out. He leaves by 3 as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with 3 though. I'm gonna go with 3. I got 3. Again, y'all, if you win this, it counts for 2 W's. All right, let's get it. All right, 5. Uh-oh. 1. Oh, my 3. Come on, bro. He did not have to do that, bro. He skipped right past 7, too. Oh, 4, you're cooked. Cooked. Uh-oh, 8.
Help me!
Over with. All right. Gonna be the last one. Ooh, 6. Cooked. Uh-oh. 5. What you doing, 5? Uh-oh. 2 cooked. Oh. 5 snaked out 2 this time. That's crazy. Wow. So what? Number 5 and number 7, the only ones to survive. That is wild. 5 just snaked 2, like, oh my gosh. That was insane. That was insane, bro. I know y'all just saw that, bro. I know y'all just saw that. That's crazy. 5 and 7 are the winners of the bonus round. Shout out to y'all, man. If you got that W, man, that counts for 2. That counts for 2. Drop your record in the chat. Drop your record in the chat, man. That's wild. That's wild. Lord, man. And my 3 really sold off the early. And it felt like he forced it. He forced going to 3. Like, it was no reason for him to come backtrack all the way back through the house to get to 3 when that's where he came in from. And then he skipped right past 7. He skipped right past 7. I guess that's just how the cookie crumbled. Damn, man. 1 and 5 on the day. I never said it was going to count for 2 losses. 1 and 5 on the day for me. 1 and 5 on the day. Let me see. Ashley, 5 and 2 on the day. Shout out to you, Ashley. Clap it up for Ashley. That's a good record. Very good record. Hey, man. Kenny with the 6 and 0. Clap it up for Kenny. Yes, sir. Hey, that's a W. That's a W. He's already in the top spot on the day. Already in the top spot. Taurus 5 and 3. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Shout out to Taurus. But first place is my guy Kenny. First place, my guy Kenny. Coach also with the 4 and 0. Coach came in a little late. But clap it up for Coach though. 4 and 0. Not easy to do at all. Not easy to do at all. King Blaze, 1 and 5. You right there with me, bro. Yeah, bro, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. It's a rough one. JD with the 4 and 3. I like it. I like it. Asmodeus 4 and 3. Good stuff. Good stuff. 86 Ghosts 4 and 2. 4 and 2. I like that. I like that. Ashley with the 5 and 2. Yup. Way to go. Darius ended up 5 and 2. Shout out to Darius. For sure. Let me see who else. A loss does not count for 2. Ah, man. Stretch 7 and 0. Stretch, did you pick the right one? Oh, Stretch is 7 and 0, man. Number 1, first place. First place for Stretch 52. Hey, man, you win the day. You win the day. We got to start tracking these by the week. I'm gonna start going back and tallying y'all answers and y'all records by the end of these, so we can go week by week. But for today, my man Stretch 52 is the winner of our Liminal Horror Challenge. Again, clap it up for Stretch. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, your boy Sutton went what? Okay, all right. That was a lot of fun. Did I freeze? It doesn't look like I'm frozen. Let me know, though. I froze? Oh, no. Let me see. Before we move on, back in 30, y'all. Back in 30. Then we'll get into some topics, some messy stuff. All right, all right, all right. Hopefully we're back now. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see me. Let me know if I'm still frozen. Push my chair up a little bit. The coffee's getting cold. Cold coffee is terrible. I be trying to drink it all while it's hot. I just can't. Sometimes, and I let it get cold, and it gets gross. I hate it. Can't stand it. Jeez, man. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat here. I'm giving my job 40% for the rest of the day. Ready to go home. I know that's right. It's Friday. It's Friday. You feel me? It's Friday. Might hit me a little happy hour today. Who knows? Who knows? Or I might just drink in the house. I have me a little dranky drink in the house. I gotta do a another happy hour with Sutton episode where I do the shots. Those are fun. Those are fun. All right. All righty. All righty. We're back. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's switch back on over here. It'll probably play our last thing one more time. Let me take it off the screen. There we go. All right. So let's get into some topics here. Let's get into some topics, shall we? It's about that time. About that time. This first one is going to be coming from my guy Stretch. My guy Stretch 52 sent me this earlier today, and I guess wanted me to react to it. This is an influencer who just signed a damn near $1 billion deal. Kabi Lame. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but this is him. I've seen this guy before. Bruh. So he literally just does nothing. And this dude just landed a $975 million deal. Let me read through this tweet for you guys so I can provide some context here. It says influencer Kabi Lame signs a $975 million deal, authorizes use of his personal brand, Face ID, Voice ID, and behavioral models, enabling the creation of an AI-powered digital twin. Lame started posting on TikTok back in 2020 after being fired from his job. He now has over 350 million followers across platforms. He signed an all-stock deal with Rich Sparkle Holdings, worth just shy of $1 billion. He also authorized the development of an AI-powered digital twin. A digital twin is a virtual replica of something real, whether it be a place, an object, or a person, Complex reported. To create it, Lame will enable Rich Sparkle to copy his facial structures, voice patterns, and behavior. This will allow the company to create multilingual content or even virtual live streams with the streamer's digital doppelganger. Rich Sparkle predicts this deal could generate over $4 billion in annual sales. So, what are we looking at here? Basically, we're looking at this guy who started posting on TikTok one day after losing his job. And his main shtick on TikTok, from what I can remember at least, because I'm vaguely familiar with this guy. His main shtick was just basically being a silent, you know, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just aura. It's just his aura. He literally signed a $1 billion deal because of his energy and aura. I don't even know anything about this guy. I've never heard him speak on anything. It's just him being silent and doing things. A straight aura. That's it. That's it. And this company wants to, and this is kind of like the broader topic, right? This company wants to pay him a bunch of money basically for the rights to, his voice, his facial expressions and everything. So what they can do is they can just make a digital copy of this guy, make their own content, make their own live streams of this guy doing things, even while he doesn't even have to be there. Torres says this is an industry plant. I mean, if I've ever seen one, it would be this guy. I agree. Because how do you, I mean, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Guys like this really, really do inspire me, right? They really, really do inspire me because it goes to show you just how simple it is to go viral. People, I think, tend to overthink it. People tend to, try to do very, very specific and niche stuff. You know what I mean? But sometimes you can just do anything out of the blue, just like what my guy is doing here. Just anything. Reacting without noise is what he's doing basically. And people will just like latch on to it. And more power to him. I mean, I'm happy for him. If I was in his position, I would totally take this deal too. You know what I mean? It is a little bit creepy that now they're going to be, basically taking his IP, his intellectual property, and basically everything of his, and just recreating him. And they could have him saying and doing some wild stuff. And that could impact his personal life. Right? Imagine this company has the digital twin, right? Live streaming and talking to an audience of thousands and thousands of people. I see somebody say he's big overseas, he's big internationally. Yeah, what if he's talking to thousands and thousands of people on a live stream and he says something offensive, right? And that sparks controversy. And then people who can't tell the difference, they see this guy, the actual human, out in person. They're like, "Hey, you said this, that, and the third." And it's like, actually, no, I didn't. I sold my rights to my face, my voice, and everything on for $1 billion, and I never said. And they be like, "No, I'm not trying to hear none of that. That was you, motherfucker." I mean, that could potentially be a problem for old boy. But I mean, if you sign for $1 billion, though, you're probably going to be somewhere secluded off in a, I don't know, somewhere really nice and secluded again. But more power to the guy. It's huge. I mean, love to see a brother getting paid like this for sure. And then, again, it just goes to show that, like, you're this close. You're very, very close to popping off and becoming something huge. You just never know. So, if there's anything that you could take from it, hey, I mean, if you want to be like a content creator, post that video, right? Do it. Just put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there. You never know what could come of it. You never know what could come of it. Kwame says, "I'll take that for $1 billion." Yeah, for sure. He's an Italian immigrant from Senegal. Okay, okay, easy money. He's gonna be the fall guy if that happens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. TikTok owned his rights either way. Really? Damn. So he's definitely a plant of some sort, bro. Can't convince me. Can't convince me otherwise. But still, post that video. You never know what can make you go viral. You just never know. But all right, let's move on here. Let's move on here. We're already an hour and 20 minutes into the show. Again, appreciate y'all for coming through to this one. Let's take a look at this video here. There was a woman on TikTok, and she was explaining to her followers why she thinks that men do not like women that are fit. Let's take a listen to what she has to say.
Okay, part 2 on my theory of why men do not like fit women. Okay, context: I am the fittest I've ever been. I'm the most disciplined. I'm sober. I'm doing an Ironman in 28 days. I am kind. I'm so much nicer and more patient than I was in my 20s, etc., etc. I'm also the most single I've ever.
Really quick, just to preface this, I didn't know that this was like an epidemic, like men not liking fit women. Now, I don't know where she's going to go with this, but I do have thoughts though. she don't look the healthiest. I think she don't look the healthiest. But I'm gonna hear her out. I'm gonna hear her out.
Ever been in my life, and I don't get male attention anymore. In fact, I have gotten one match on Hinge in about 2 weeks, and I've probably swiped right on 2 men per day in those 2 weeks. So you do the math, not great odds. Anyways, I don't know if men are intimidated. I don't know if having visible muscles means it's a masculine look and men are looking for, a more feminine look. I don't.
No, I mean, so I think there's like extremes. Like for her physique, she does have like some broad shoulders and things like that. And she's got, her abs are a little bit chiseled and you can see some definition in her legs and stuff. But like I said, I don't think it's like she's thinking like, oh, I'm too muscular for men. It's like, no, I think she just looks just a little bit malnourished, just a little bit unbalanced a little. I mean, she looks like an entity. Let's just be real. She looks like an entity. I'm just saying. It's not the fact that you're fit. You just look a tad bit unhealthy.
I don't know if men are intimidated. I don't know if I'm secretly super ugly and I just don't think that I'm ugly. I don't know, okay? It could be so many things, but it's very disheartening because I'm the best version of myself ever and I'm also the most single. So if anybody has any theories, comment. I'm so curious.
Best of luck to you, sis. But I don't think it's the fact that you're fit. I don't think that. Also, I want to say like I just don't. I've never really thought that dating apps were like the best place to find love. I know some of us have used them in the past and things like that. For me though, I think it's just hard to find genuine connection on there when everything is like contrived. So maybe meet some of these guys maybe meet some guys at the gym, or somewhere, I don't know, the grocery store, somewhere, go to church. Hell. But also maybe just eat a little bit more, like you got the muscle. You can tell you got some muscle, but it's just like, you know, you look a little bit anorexic though. It's a little bit. Gym girls are definitely winning glaucoma. They're definitely winning. My woman is a gym fanatic. She's a gym rat for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like fit girls are not bad at all by any stretch of the imagination. Like that's actually a very, very nice body type to have, and don't want to discriminate against any body type at all. But I'm just saying for this woman right here, she's like, oh, why can't I find love? It's got to be because I'm too fit and men don't like that. It's like, well, I think it's the fact that you look just a tad bit unhealthy, sis. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just eat a few burgers, right? Get some more protein. That's all. That's all. What do we have here? Let's move on to yes, the entity from the horror games. Herb says dating apps to me are mostly about aesthetic, what they see as opposed to who they are, and about the dreams that they sell you on. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody's only putting their best foot forward. You don't get to see somebody for who they are on a dating app. I mean, when you're on a dating app, you're putting an ambassador for who you really are. You're putting the best, most forward-facing person to society. Oh, like you're going to put on your profile that you have these really cool hobbies. And you're going to post that picture from when you were on vacation, when you looked at your best. And even though this is not what you do or look like every day, it's just, again, it don't really seem genuine. Nothing about it seems genuine. Oh, Asmodeus, I see you in the chat, man. Oh, gosh. I'm not going to bring that one up, but y'all see it, though. The reverse cowgirl is crazy. All right, let's move on. What is this one? I don't even know what this is. Let's watch it, though. What is this?
That's not how this shit works. It's real love, but you can't marry me with no fucking Walmart ring.
Marry you? You tripping over a motherfucking Walmart ring?
Bro, I'm not finna wear these fucking rings. You're not marrying me with no fucking Walmart.
Real love. Fuck is you talking about?
See, but that's not how this shit works. It's real love, but you can't marry me no fucking Walmart
I
ring.
can marry you with whatever I want to marry you with, as long as it's genuine love, bro.
Bruh.
I'm fucked up right now. I ain't got shit going
You
on.
got me 2 rings from Walmart asking me, do I want to get
They're
married?
2 for $20. Fuck is you talking about? So you can swap them out. Ain't
Fam, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did I just get us into, y'all? What did I just get us into? I know this man did not just buy his girlfriend a Walmart ring and propose to her. And then said he got her 2 because it was a 2 for $20. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. No, bro. It's no way. It's no way. Gotta be a skit. Gotta be a skit. Because first of all, I don't want to tell anybody how to live their life. I don't want to tell anybody how to, lead their relationship or whatever, or how to propose, to each his own. But going out and getting the ring from Walmart, if it's what you can afford, is what you can afford. But there's absolutely no reason to tell your woman, number one, that you got your ring from Walmart. Again, if that's what you could afford, that's what you could afford. You put it in a nice little box, you doctor it up, dress it up, whatever, and you give it to her. But what you don't do is tell her that not only did I get the ring from Walmart, but I actually happened to get 2 rings from Walmart because they were running a special. They had a deal, a discount, where it was buy 1 ring, get 1 ring free. That's how much I think of you. Not only did I get you 1 ring, I got you 2 rings because it was a 2 for $20. I look at you like a damn Applebee's. If that ain't about the craziest shit I ever seen. And she going off, and she valid too. I could go the direction of, oh, she should be grateful for just getting a ring or whatever. She just wants a nice big ring, expensive ring, so she could post it on Instagram and Facebook, and she could show all her family members. But like, come on, bro. There has to be a happy medium. You don't go to Walmart to get the. I've never even seen the ring section at Walmart. Insane. 2 for $20 is wild. Wild. It's wild, Mike. I don't understand it. Fellas out there, you want to get a nice ring, don't want to break the bank. There's plenty of other better options than good old Wally Mart, man. I promise you that. So valid crash out on her part. Very, very valid. All right. Let's talk about let's see. How about we go here first? So whether you have children or not, because at some point you were a child, did your parents, or did you as a parent, allow your children to sleep over other people's houses? Right? Because I have some opinions on what I think it does for children. And again, I don't have kids yet. But like, I've done a lot of research, and I've talked to a lot of people who are parents, and they actually tend to agree with me on this. But let's listen to this guy on this podcast talk about why he doesn't allow it at all.
My daughter wants to do a sleepover. I'm like, you're never doing a sleepover. Like, you're never. Like, the statistics on what happens at sleepovers is mind-blowing to me. I don't understand how any father, I'm saying this, I don't understand, and I hope they clip this, I don't understand how any father would ever allow their daughter, knowing what we know now with the data, would ever let their daughter or son go and do a sleepover. I don't care how much you trust someone. I don't care what it is. It takes one time. And the data is insanely scary, and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, you're almost guaranteeing that something's going to happen.
My daughter wants to do a sleepover.
So what do y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? It's like never, like your daughter or your son is never allowed to stay the night over anybody else's house. What do y'all think about that? Because while I do understand that, statistics will say one thing about how, maybe 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what the stats say. It could be dangerous, yes. But I'm thinking about like, okay, what if it was like a somebody very, very close, a family member, something like that. And not to say that things can't happen within family because they do. I know that. Trust me, guys, I know that. But I think that you're also low key, and this is my pushback to I know what a lot of you guys are saying in the chat. Do you think that, and I just offer this to you, do you think that you are kind of stunting the child's growth at all by never allowing them to realize that they have their own agency outside of your home? Because there's studies that I've read about that as well, which really intrigued me. And I had to ask some parents about this. And they said, I never really thought about it like that, but it does make sense. There are studies that do say that, children who do have like the ability, the liberty to go and stay the night at somebody else's house and then, come back, things like that, they tend to be a little bit more independent. Right. Again, they tend to learn from an early age that they do have agency in this world outside of the house. That way they know how to conduct themselves when they're not around, mom and dad, things like that. And again, I got to thinking about that. And I was like, that's a pretty valid point as well. But is the risk worth that reward? Because there might be also other ways that you can instill independence in your child, you know? So it's just about who you do and who you don't trust, I would say. Let me see what y'all are saying here in the chat, though. Let me see. Herb says, was not allowed, nor was my mom allowed. Torres says, not a fan of it. Kwame says, mine can't for sure. Glaucoma says, mine didn't, only with the fam. Let me see. Torres says, I slept over my white friend's house in second grade. That was the first time I seen domestic abuse. His pops was hella aggressive with his mom. I know that shit was probably a canon moment in your life, a canon event in your life. Uh, yeah. And that's another thing. It's not just like you're putting your child at risk to be abused or anything like that. You're also putting your child at risk to be exposed to certain things in somebody else's household that would never be exposed to them in their own household. So there are a lot of risks. There are a lot of risks. But when we talk about like child development and growth and things like that, you know, the reward could also be very, very rewarding. So I think that, I agree with glaucoma here. Only with the fam, like if it's with trusted family members, right? Trusted family members, you can trust them. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Whatever, right? I think it's important to at some point give them that freedom to do so. That's just me. That's just me. Like I said, with family though, with family, you don't have to do it with little Johnny's friends or whatever because you don't know them people. You don't know them. And even if you meet up with them for one time after Lil Johnny expressed interest in staying over Lil Steve's house, you talk to Lil Steve's parents, even if you talk to them that one time, it's not enough to get to know them. So like I'm saying, let them stay with family, right? And just see how they react to it. That's just me. I don't know. Let me see. When I was a kid, I got the opportunity to do it a couple of times. Stay over a friend's house for the night. My parents were always pretty reluctant about it, but and I can't necessarily say whether or not that helped me or not. I mean, I've been through a lot of things in my life that I think make me the person that I am today. I wouldn't put that necessarily at the top of the totem pole necessarily, but I think it does do something though. In this time, no, back in the day, it was more acceptable. That's interesting too. There's a lot of creeps now, and the internet is in play. You don't know what could be going on at somebody else's house nowadays. You're right. You're right. Let me see. Let me see. Don't even trust family like that. It'd be like that too. It'd be like that too. Sudden, you ever went into somebody else's fridge and their family don't know you? Shit will humble you. Yeah, it will. Hey man, I mean, you got to. That's the thing. That's why you got to go over like family's house. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go over family's house. Like family is family. You can go in the fridge. Depending on how close y'all are, whatever. You can go in the fridge, see what's up, whatever. But if you just over like a friend's house or like a friend of a friend or something like that, like nah, don't go in that fridge. Don't go in that fridge, big dog. Don't even do it. You better ask your friend if your mom gonna cook something to eat. You go through your friend. Okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? But I get you guys' point on that one. I get you guys' point. Staying with kids here. How do y'all feel about making kids of age in high school who can get jobs, making them pay bills in the house? Because some parents do that. You get a certain age, you get yourself a little part-time job here, you're going to have to start contributing to the household.
So my son has a job now, and I feel like he should help me around the house with the bills. So I told him starting February.
No,
I told him starting February 1st, he's gonna start paying $500 a month. And then he's gonna start paying his cell phone. I've been paying his cell phone since he had a cell phone since he was 7. You paid your phone bill like 2 times. Anyway, parents, do you think he should start paying rent? He feels like he don't have to pay rent. You want to give your part real fast?
I'm 17, bro. What am I paying rent for?
You can't stay nowhere for free. You work.
I know. When I'm 18, I'll figure that out.
No, you're going to figure it out now. $500 a month. I don't care what he say. Either $500 or the door.
So what y'all think? What y'all think, man? Tori says, Sutton, my mom's been doing that since 16. The son is 17 years old, actually. He said he's 17 years old. And she's making him pay $500 a month in rent. Plus, she wants him to pay his phone bill as well. Now, look, I don't know if this woman here has a husband or a partner to help her out with bills, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. It sounds like she doesn't. And if she doesn't, I think that it would be warranted for, her son to help mom out with the bills. Now, if you live in a 2-parent household and, I understand wanting to teach your child some sort of financial responsibility early in life. But $500 a month plus a phone bill, which I guess we'll tack on an extra maybe $80 to $100. So damn near $600 a month is a little steep. It's a lot of steep, actually, for a 17-year-old. Because, I mean, you're 17, you can only work but so many hours because you have school, right? Your checks coming in, if you're working at McDonald's or you're working at Walmart or whatever, Target, whatever, your checks coming in ain't going to be that much more than $600 every 2 weeks. And it's like, if that, really. Because, I mean, there's in some places they have labor laws and stuff like that. We can only work a certain amount of hours if you're a kid. So I just think upwards of $500-$600 is a little bit excessive. I can understand it if mom really, really needs it and she has no other help. Then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll bust my ass, do what I got to do. But if she's in there living comfortably, right? If she living comfortable, her and her partner, or maybe it is just her, maybe she makes a lot of money herself, and she's like, you know what, I want an extra $500. That'd be nice for me, right? I'm not using it to make ends meet, but I want to use it to like profit a little bit. I think that that's wrong. If it's genuinely to make ends meet, then sure. Little man needs to step up. right? Help moms out because mom is literally, he didn't ask to be in this world, but moms brought him up in this world. So there's a couple of questions that I have. I have some questions about it, but again, I do think $600 is a little bit excessive because I don't know how much checks he. I mean, I don't, because you think about it, if he's giving up $600 every single month, and again, I'm saying $500 plus the phone bill that she says she wants him to pay too. If he's giving up $600 every single month, how much is he even seeing out of his paychecks? You know, that's rough. That's rough. Kwame says he'll be living with her till he's 40. Damn, that's a point. That's a point. I don't know, man. If it were, I don't know. I think a better thing would be like, okay, to help teach you the financial management, yes, give me some of your checks, right? And I'll put some of it towards bills, but then I'll put some of it into like a savings account that you don't even know about. That when you graduate, you'll get that money back, right? You'll have learned something by then. Maybe that's a good thing to do. As Modia says, I'm 100% for it. It's not even about helping around the house. It's about teaching them fiscal responsibility. I'm personally starting with the trash bill. Yeah, I mean, and that's fine, Asmodeus. That's perfectly fine. I mean, trash bill, what are we talking? Maybe what, 20, $30 a month? Something like that? Not no 500. That's a lot of money for a 17-year-old to consistently produce. I get it's only once a month, but like still, that's a lot of money on top of school. Tori says, if you don't like it, move on your own. And that's what this lady said here. Glaucoma says he probably making about 1K a month. And you really think so, Glaucoma? I mean, 1K a month? You're probably right. You're probably about right. He probably gets to see 40% of that, I would say, which is, I mean, how it goes for most of us in the real world. A lot of people in the real world, I mean, you don't get to see 100% of your earnings. A lot of that has to go towards bills. So, I mean, I kind of am on your side, Glaucoma, Asmodeus, like teaching that fiscal responsibility and training them early to know, like, okay, bills have to be paid. Your money really isn't yours. You got to feed the system. It's a sad reality, but it's reality, you know. So again, I have more questions before I would make a real point on this. But like Tora says, that's how the real world works, you know. So Kwame says they don't have to pay rent to learn fiscal responsibility, which is why I'm saying, maybe a little bit less than 500. Kwame. Oh my gosh. 20 an hour, 32 hours a week, 1,200, give or take. That's 2,400 under probably a month. 500 ain't nothing. 20 an hour at 32 hours a week? I mean, how are you working 32 hours a week, though, in high school? I don't really see that. And most people, I don't know what minimum wage is. Depends on where they live, too. But most high schools, I don't think they're making 20 an hour. Are they? I haven't worked an entry level job, like something that you would work at a high school in a while. But I didn't think that they were starting them off at 20. Let's see. Mike says, age 16 through 18 in high school, I'm not asking my kid for any bill money. They can get a job and buy them extra-ish. I won't provide or save up to buy the car. I'm not buying them. Yeah, I mean, if you can teach them how to save, maybe don't like, hey, like, I'm taking your money. This is going towards the house bills, right? But if you can teach them how to save, right? At least do that. At least do that. In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A pay $15 to $20 an hour. $20 an hour where at McDonald's is like 13. Yeah, I'm about to say, there's no way. 86 Go says, you're not buying no homes when you're giving up what you work for before you can even save up. And that's another problem. Like a lot of Americans, cannot save money. Not just because like they like physically can't do it or don't want to do it. It's just because a lot of Americans don't make enough to be able to comfortably put money to the side, right? There's always an expense or something like that, that money that you would have saved has to go towards that expense. You know, it's rough out here. It's rough out here. And I understand trying to teach your child early that it is rough out here. And this is why, you know, you need to become disciplined early on in your life and know that money always has to be put to the side for this, that, or the third thing. That is good. That is a net positive. I just don't agree with no damn $500, $600 a month at 17 years old. That's a lot. That's a lot, you know. Or if you're going to do $500, $600, maybe do half towards the bills, half towards an actual savings account. And then you give them that savings account when they graduate and they learn like, oh shit, like this is what happens when you save money. Maybe I'll start doing that on my own so I can have these big lump sums of money just kind of stashed away. I don't know. Got to play the game. Got to play the game. Wages they've not kept up with the cost of living at all. They have not, which is the sad part. But let's move along, guys. Let's move along. We're getting through this. We're almost 2 hours into the show. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are enjoying the content. Again, if you're watching on the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel, click the link in the description of the video to come on over to the Sutton Reactions YouTube channel and click on the link there, the stream. You can watch us and join the interactive chat. All right, what do we have next? What do we have next? This 14-year-old really crashed out. But does he deserve to go to jail for life? Prison for life?
I'm terribly sorry for the pain that you guys feel, but I cannot take responsibility.
This is a scene of a boy apologizing to the parents of the victim in court. Last year, 14-year-old Remy Cordoba was speeding in a car with his gang accomplices. When he was crossing the intersection, he collided with Pamela Cabrioli, who was driving normally. When the gang members traveling with him were cursing at Pamela, Cordoba, in an attempt to show off, pulled out the gun in his car and fired furiously at Pamela's vehicle. When the police arrived at the scene, 32-year-old Pamela had already lost her life, leaving only her young child crying beside her. After the police arrested Cordoba, he has been defending himself by claiming that he is a minor. When the judge convicted him in court, he filed an appeal and said to the family of the victim,
I'm not the monster or the murderer I have been painted to be by the Denver's District Attorney Office.
Ultimately, the judge rejected the appeal and sentenced him to life imprisonment as an adult. Do you think this verdict is appropriate? Welcome to leave your opinions.
All right, so what y'all think? Let me know in the chat. This 14-year-old boy was riding around with some gang members, right? And they did a drive-by on this random lady who was in her car. Rest of the dudes in the car were shouting at the lady or whatever. Maybe they cut her off or she cut them off, and they got to jawing back and forth with her. And this 14-year-old kid pulled out the hammer and unalived her. So does this 14-year-old kid deserve to be imprisoned for life for his actions here? Some people online I've been seeing are saying, yeah, lock his ass up. He never deserves to see the light of day ever again. He knows he shouldn't have done that shit. And then you have other people who are saying like, well, wait, hold on, wait a minute. This is a kid who was, grew up underprivileged, right? Fell in with the wrong crowd early, which tends to happen for a lot of kids in certain neighborhoods. Was trying to impress the people he was with out of maybe peer pressure or maybe even fear. A lot of people are saying this kid's brain is underdeveloped and this wouldn't really help anything at all. It's a tough one for me, guys. It's a tough one for me because on the one hand, you had a woman who lost her life, who was maybe a mother, but definitely a daughter or a sister or a cousin or a friend, and you took her life senselessly. But again, there's also the argument on the other side, like, does this kid even have sense himself at 14? At 14 years old. Is his brain fully developed enough for us to say this was like for you to for us to try him as an adult? This one's tough, guys. I want to read you guys' comments on this. ISO says, yeah, Shorty got to go. Says, you know what you did. Niggas want to be grown until it's time to be grown. This is a fact. But life, though, I don't think it should be life. I think that's where I stand on it too, Kenny. Like, definitely lock his ass up. Hell, lock his ass up for 30 years. I don't care. 40 years. Hell, 50. Give him 50 years. Take his youth from him, put him into his older years by the time he can get out. But I don't even think a 14-year-old can grasp the reality of what a life sentence really even is. Because his life has barely even started yet. And I don't know. It's just unfortunate how you have boys who come up in a system where it's not designed for them to win. And they succumb to the streets and they get into these gangs at 14 years of age. You know, with all the influences, the music, and again, the people around them and things like that, maybe just the lack of parental guidance as well. A lot of these boys look for family in gangs because they lack family at home. They don't tell you, but gangs offer that feeling of family and camaraderie, right? And togetherness. They do. As dangerous as they are. And for a 14-year-old to get looped into that, oh, he was going to do anything in his power to make sure the other people in that gang knew that he belonged. You know? And at 14, I really don't think that he understands the consequences of an action like that. I mean, he knows, yeah, I just killed a lady, right? But I don't think he has the life experience to really know the gravity of what happened there. Again, there's no excuse. So still, I say lock his ass up. But a life sentence, I think, is overkill. I think that's overkill. Fuck that. This is a kid. That's why you got so many jackasses on these streets these days, says Asmodeus. So you believe like set an example out of him. Also, don't think that will work either. I don't know. Does everyone that grew up underprivileged commit crimes? He should be in jail. I can't judge the time though. Not everybody who grew up in underprivileged communities commit crimes. Not everybody. Let me see. Stretch says these YNs don't care about none of that till it hits the fan. Then they want to be sorry. Glaucoma says if it's life with parole, it's accurate. I can also see that as well. You know, good behavior after 30 years or something like that. Maybe then you can get out. Then you have to rehabilitate whatever. As Modi says, how about the kid in the back who just hold on. How about the kid in the back who just saw their mother get killed while driving their car? Insane. And again, it's like I feel like any sane human being with any sort of life experience would know that that's some foul shit. And that's why I think it's got to be something mentally with a kid like this. I mean, how do you pull the trigger on a mother in the car? And I'm not sure if they mentioned that her kid was in the back, but I'm gonna take your word for it there. How do you in your right mind pull that trigger in that situation? Like, I don't get it. But yeah, life. That's what they said. Life. Chat's moving. Chat's moving. Let me see. I'll do an Indian prison down now. He was in prison since age 15. They said they're gonna love him in there. That is crazy. It's crazy. Where it says he gonna get that experience in his cell with Big John. Hey yo, stop, dog. Stop. They said got his hair done already. That is wild. All right. All right. They said they found the woman killed with the child crying in the back. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. You guys remember Tay-K, the rapper Tay-K? He was what, 16? And he had gotten charged for murdering a guy in his house. And they gave, I can't remember if they gave him life or if they gave him 50 years. I think they gave him like 50 years. They didn't give him life. I don't think. They didn't give him life, Tay-K. I guess it also depends on where you do this, because I think he said they were in Denver. So they're in Colorado here. So Colorado state laws, how they do things might be a little bit different from how they would do things in Georgia, I would assume. You know, Glaucoma says Tay-K different. That nigga was a different breed of wine. He was crazy. He was crazy. He was crazy. Sudden, were you alive during the Super Predators era? I don't think I was, honestly. I don't think I was. Either that or I just don't remember. But I was born in 95, so you tell me. I don't know. Craziness though. Craziness though. Thoughts and prayers, everybody involved, you know. But it's a tough one for me. I just wouldn't say life in prison. I just wouldn't say life in prison for the 14-year-old kid. I would say, hey, look, most of your life you gotta go away, big dog. You have to, you gotta sit in that cell and deal with that. And I think 40, 50 years would definitely do it. I don't know. All right. What else do we got? I think that was about it, guys. I think that was about it. Let's wrap it up with this, though. Let's wrap it up with this. Most of you guys in here are Ravens fans, right? Do you guys remember Kyle Van Noy saying this about referees?
One thing I think they should do is I think refs should do press conferences after games. Just like coaches and players, they should have to go to the podium as a unit. You have one spokesperson, but whoever makes the call has to walk their ass up and explain, what they see and how all that.
What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about referees having to do post-game pressers? Torres says, what is that going to solve? Exactly. And that was my take on it. That was my exact take on it. Because the only thing that a referee getting on in front of a microphone and camera and explaining why he made some bullshit call, all it's going to do is just be like extra rage bait. You know what I mean? That ref is going to get extra death threats, everything. And you guys know how the internet is. Everything goes super viral just like that. So if there's a clip floating around of somebody explaining why, oh, this wasn't a catch, or why that was a fumble, or why this or that happened, all it's going to do is just incite riots and rage. It's a good idea in theory, right? And it would like kind of scratch the itch for fans to kind of get that moment of satisfaction to watch somebody come up there and have to explain themselves in front of the world. But I think it would just do more harm than good. See, the NFL, when they have these games that are impacted by these huge, big, controversial calls, what they want to happen, the NFL, is they want it to just kind of float in the air, float away. Everybody just forget about it. They don't want to get up in front of the camera and say, yeah, we're doubling down. This is the rule, whatever. You know what I mean? And put that clip out there to the masses. They don't want to do that. That's dangerous. Right. They do have the after game report where, the ref has to give an explanation, but it's in writing. It's in writing. And that hits a little bit different than like what Kyle Van Noy is saying here. Like, now you got to get up on the podium and actually explain yourself to the world. So, and Glaucoma says, man, some of these refs going to get tomatoes thrown at them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Kogan says if they know they're being held accountable publicly, then maybe they will be more locked in. That's a valid point, Kogan. That's a valid point. Because but again, I think that the NFLs would want to protect their referees. I think they want to protect them. And also, it's not a part of their CBA, because the refs are only part-time employees of the NFL. So there's only but like so much they can do. But I don't know, man. Some of these refs, man, I just think that some of them might be gambling too. I just want to say that. Some of them might be gambling. They're going to make these calls. You guys remember the NFC Championship game from what? Maybe 8 years ago? Rams versus Saints. You guys remember Nickel Roby-Coleman and that clear, blatant pass interference that was not called? Right? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I would love to see a ref get up on the stand and explain stuff like that. But if he did, oh, I mean, they'd be all after his family. You know what I mean? It's not that they don't already know who he is, but the extra rage bait that would come from, actually getting on camera and doing it, that'd be different. That'd be different. Let me see. Make him full-time just like a coach. I agree. Make him full-time and hold him accountable. Hold him accountable. All right, guys. Ace is telling me to wrap up here. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the show. Appreciate all of y'all for coming through to this episode 26 of Sutton Reactions as we are over 2 hours into it. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. And you guys have a great weekend. Always stay positive, test negative. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.